Welcome to EPG Pathshala. Myself, Dr. Arvind Kumar Sharma, Department of Library and Information Science, Maharani Lakshmibai, Government College of Excellence, Gwalior. The present module, Public Library Scenario in UK. In the present module, an attempt has been made to describe the public library scenario in the UK. Public libraries are the common place for gaining knowledge, social interaction, and intellectual stimulation. As socio-economic development matured in human history, it was felt that knowledge, especially public knowledge, is the common resource, and hence it should be made available to all the members of society without any consideration of caste, creed, or economic status. Knowledge is considered basic resource for any kind of development. In the UK too, the idea of free access to knowledge strengthened with the enactment of Public Library Act 1850. This act officially introduced public libraries in the UK. It was in the 17th century that many notable public libraries were founded in the kingdom, such as Francis Trigge Chand Library of St. Wolfram's Church, Grantham, Lincolnshire, founded in 1558, Norwich City Library in 1608, Bodleian Library, Chatham's Library, opened in 1653, Ipswich 1612, Bristol established in 1613. Earlier, however, most of these libraries were not open for common people, but the concept of public libraries had taken place. In 1790, Stephen Fisher had noted that there were about 600 libraries in the UK. At present, the number has increased manifold, providing services to the citizens of UK. Some prominent among them are Barrow-in-Furness Main Public Library, Cumbria, Birmingham Central Library, England, London Library, Reading Central Library, the Norfolk and Norwich Millennium Library, etc. In the UK, public libraries have been part of the civic life for a long time. UK was the first country which introduced the legal system for the establishment and development of the public libraries. They were also the first to conceptualize free access to the public libraries. Acts construct a legal framework for a given phenomenon. The UK Public Library Act 1850 is a landmark in the field of public library legislation. With the enactment of this act, a legal framework was created for establishing and governing public libraries in the UK. This act covered England and Wales and was extended to Scotland in 1853. This act was further amended in 1866 and 1867. Public Library Act 1892 consolidated legal framework for England and Wales. So this act was also amended in 1893. The first quarter of the 20th century witnessed two more enactments, Public Library Act 1908 and Public Libraries Act 1919. Later, Public Libraries and Museums Act 1964 replaced all previous acts. In England and Wales, the Act assigns local authorities and duty to provide library services. This was followed by British Public Library Act 1972. The Public Lending Library Act 1979 provides for authors' right to payments when their books are issued or borrowed from public libraries. The payment is made from the central fund. According to the legal Deposit Libraries Act 2003, every publisher has to submit a copy of its publications printed in the UK to the British Library, and on request to 5 other legal deposit libraries. The legal deposit system further extended by the legal deposit libraries, now Printworks Regulations 2013, to incorporate non-print works, websites, e-books and CD-ROMs. Chartered Institute of Library and Information Professionals was formed in April 2002 by the Union of the Institute of Information Scientists IIS and the Library Association UK. It has more than 15,000 members in May 2012. SILIP works with the help of numerous groups which cover almost all fields of the society. These special interest groups are Academic and Research Libraries Group, Aerospace and Defense Libraries Group, Career Development Group, Cataloging and Indexing Group, Commercial, Legal and Scientific Information Group, Community, Diversity and Equity Group, Government Information Group, Health Libraries Group, Information Literacy Group, Information Service Group, Rare Books and Special Collection Group, Retired Members Guild, School Libraries Group, UK E-Information Group, Youth Libraries Group, etc. Among all group, the Public and Mobile Library Group provides information, training, etc. to the staff working in public and mobile libraries. It gives a national award, Mobile Library Champion of the Year, to the professionals. In UK, Department of Culture, Media and Sports DCMS is a ministerial department and works with 44 agencies and public bodies. It protects and promotes cultural and artistic heritage of the country. In 1997, Department of National Heritage, as DCMS was known earlier, had issued a report, Reading for Future, a review of public libraries in England. This report recommended for funding of public libraries for providing internet services. A scheme was enunciated following this that each public library authority would submit an annual plan to the Department of Culture, Media and Sports from 1998. DCMS appoints senior public librarians as statutory advisor in Advisory Council on Libraries. The council was reconstituted in 2003. The council issues an annual report on libraries. The council plays an important role in moving forward the DCMS plan and strategy. DCMS provides funds to Arts Council, England. DCMS monitors and supports local authorities and libraries and sponsor public lending rights, British Library and Special Development Funds. Museum Libraries and Archives Council MLA was established in 2000 by absorbing the Library and Information Services Council. It is funded by the DCMS. MLA is a non-departmental public body. As per the policy statement of DCMS 2010, 120 million pounds National Lottery Fund were invested in the People's Network in the last 10 years. The fund was delivered by the MLA to provide broadband access, staff training in the UK. MLA has now been abolished and its functions have been transferred to the Arts Council England. Arts Council England is a government funded body dedicated to the promotion of arts and culture in the England and support arts, museums and libraries. British Library is the National Deposit Library of UK. The library was established in 1973 on the recommendations of Denton Report and passing of British Public Library Act 1972. This is the National Deposit Library and has benefited under Copyright Act. This National Library is funded by the Department for Culture, Media and Sports, Government of UK. In this library, a reader can search for 57 million records. It provides various types of services. This is one of the largest library in the world. The library possesses more than 150 million items in 400 languages. 3 million items are added every year to this library. In the UK, local authorities manage and supervise public libraries. All these authorities are empowered by Public Libraries and Museums Act 1964. Central Government UK gives support and guidance to public libraries. Department for Culture, Media and Sport DCMS provides funds to Arts Council England, which provides support to local library services in the UK. There are 151 library authorities in England. In 2011, Arts Council launched the Library Development Initiative for Public Libraries. In 2012 and 13, Arts Council undertook a major research project envisioning the libraries of the future. Project will help to understand the future of libraries. Art Council also provides extra grants to public libraries. Public libraries get financial assistance from various sources. Data released by Library and Information Statistics Unit at Loughborough University show that number of public libraries is declining year after year. At the same time, total funding remains stagnant despite growing population and price hike. The membership has seen a slight rise, but the self-generated income, number of inquiries and books issued have witnessed a steady decline over the years. In fact, decline in library visits is related to web visit, which people have increasingly been using to gain knowledge and get informed and entertained. In this information age, when libraries compete with ICT enabled services with its hassle-free accessibility from anywhere and anytime, the public library system is lagging in reinventing itself. It will have to cater to the Gen Next with reprovisioning itself.